Hi everyone, welcome to today's 20-something. Today we have Desiree with us. I'm back from Spain and Veronica is back on vacation. So
Lucky you guys keep going away. I'll just keep filling in.
She'll just keep filling in, which we really appreciate.
Thank you, thank you.
And so yeah, Veronica is heading on a cruise somewhere to like island hopping and then ending in the Dominican Republic. So hi Ron,
awesome.
hope you're having a great time.
Miss you.
So today we're actually going to talk about vacationing. You know, you want to see the world and want to get around, or the summer's coming, you just want to have a couple of weeks or even a couple of days to really relax and enjoy and get away. So we're going to try to talk about some affordable ways that you can get around.
Because we're all young and broke and still want to have a good time.
We're all young and broke, exactly. So I think we'll start with cruises because Veronica's on a cruise. You've had a lot of experience with cruising,
I have done a lot of cruises actually. They're a great way to like go out, explore a little bit.
Yeah.
You usually get to do different islands. Or, you know, it's like a lot of different vacations in one.
Yeah.
But they're really affordable actually.
Yeah.
You can find like 3-day cruises for like $150 to $200 to like the Bahamas, and that's a great vacation right there.
So affordable,
right?
And just to say I'm spending $150 on, you know, granted it's a couple days, 3 days, but when else do you ever get to do that?
And they're usually all inclusive.
Yeah, and they're
the
all
food is usually all
inclusive.
inclusive, which is a great thing. You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything.
Transportation, none of that.
Right. So how long? It usually takes what, like a day to get to your destination? Like you have a day going
usually,
somewhere?
You can leave from New York. You leave in the city, which is really relevant to all of us here. And then it takes about 8 hours to get to the Bahamas. So you're cruising during the day, and then you have 3 nights, 4 nights, whatever package you choose, and then a day to travel back. And it's really worth it. It's fun.
And I feel like if you could find something for $150 to go for 3 days, you could still find something extremely affordable per person, like a $500 week-long thing.
Week-longs are like, I think, 5 and change.
Yeah.
So even that's still not a lot of money if you're...
Such a good option. And like you said, you really get to go and like experience different things, but then you come back on the ship, and also you have fun on the ship.
Yep.
There's a lot of things
always
to do.
Something to do. All your friends will always be right there.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about driving or anything.
Right.
Cruises, I'm an advocate for cruises.
Yeah, it's a really, I haven't gone in a really long time, but so I really don't remember like the fine details, but I remember just having an awesome time, and you don't have to worry about anything like you said with the all-inclusive.
Cruisesonly.com has a lot of deals.
Yeah.
So you should check it out.
Cruisesonly.com. Gotta check it out, guys.
Good site.
I also want to talk about, we have so much around us on Long Island. You know, we have Montauk, Fire Island, we have Long Beach.
Long Beach is great.
The Hamptons, so many things in our backyard. And don't nix out the idea that you could even, I mean, it's not as so luxurious, but it's still fun. You could even just go camping and like...
I would love to go camping.
Yeah, pitch a tent.
Stay on the beach, you know?
Yeah.
Montauk's perfect for that. You can do bonfires on the beach. They let you do that there.
Exactly.
It's
You could do a bonfire. You wake up in the morning and look at the water. It's right there. You sleep listening to it.
That's the only vacation I would need.
Yeah. Like if you're lucky you have a camper or something or an RV, you could really sit there and wake up completely refreshed, because I'm not the biggest fan, I have to say, of waking up and being like in a tent like when it's hot out. But it's still a great option, and I don't know, like you said, you could, you wake up, you're already there, put a bathing suit on, have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like
out for the day.
Yeah, you're good to go.
And it's really cheap.
So cheap, just drive there. Also, there's Sore Thumb, like right by Robert Moses, right on the off the Robert Moses. I think the beach permits also, you have to get by the end of this month. April 30th, I think, is the deadline to get your pass or a permit, whatever it's called. So you might want to go get that soon.
I'll have to look into
but
that.
same thing, you could, because a lot of places have made it a little difficult to drive on and do stuff that, you know, like, and stay there. So it's a good option. There's like Hither Hills in Montauk.
Oh yeah,
you could
all of that.
do things
Those
like
are great.
that.
I've been to Hither Hills before. That's a great place to go too.
Little things. It's the little things that keep us happy. Also in Montauk, you could just rent a house. That's pretty.
If you get like a lot of people together, so cheap. You know, get a bunch of people, rent a house. You all split the cost. And
as long as you get enough.
A little mini vacation out of that.
Yeah, as long as you get enough people, because the hotels out there are very expensive. If you ask me,
especially in the summer.
Yeah, because they know that that's their only time, since it gets like cold here in the winter, it's their only time to really, make some money, I guess. So I don't really, if you're looking for something cost effective, I think it's way better to
just
try and get a bunch of people.
You can get as many people as you want. You don't have to worry about how many rooms you need. You just get a nice little house.
Yeah, exactly. You have your kitchen, everyone brings some food,
bring
fill
a
the
sleeping
refrigerator.
bag.
Yeah, bring a sleeping bag even if you want. And same thing goes with Fire Island. I mean, there's so many opportunities to rent like a bed for a weekend, which I don't really love the idea. Like you're with a bunch of random people you don't necessarily know but sometimes you meet people that way and then you do know them. So,
it's all fun.
But it's all good. And I guess that's it. So next, road trips.
Road trips are always fun. Road trips, I think, are even better than taking a plane ride somewhere. Road trips, you have bonding time with your friends.
Oh my God. For some reason, the car ride is always the best part.
Yeah, it's funner just to get there.
You blast the radio and you don't know what happened on your way there. You laugh a lot. For some reason, I feel like the car ride's always the best part.
I went on a few road trips, and I think the car ride was definitely my favorite aspect.
Yeah, right? It's so fun, because I guess you're so excited to get there. And like,
you're all just crammed in a car, can't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's like I'm stuck with you. It's awesome, though. So I think a few great places around us. We have Maryland. You could go to, Ocean City?
Ocean City is a really good place to road trip. It takes about like 4.5, 5 hours max, depending on where you are on the island. But then there you can get a hotel right on the boardwalk, so you're literally right on the water, and they're not that expensive. Some of them are, some of them aren't.
Yeah.
I know I stayed in a place called Breakers, and it was like moderately priced. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But there's a whole boardwalk there, so much to do. They have like, rides and all the vendors. I love Ocean City.
I've never been to Ocean City.
So much fun.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I've
really
never
great.
been, so maybe that's where I'll go this year.
It's a great road trip. Great summer road trip.
I mean, and you always have like Atlantic City is nearby, which that's also good for wintertime, but you could lay by the pool in the summer. Like, it's more fun. You could walk again, on the boardwalk and on the beach, whatever. Also, like Cape Cod. I love Cape Cod. Again, it's more of like rent a house kind of thing, but it's so nice. Just very like you get your own. Like again, you'll have your own yard, your own space. And I feel like it's just a really good option. Again, not overly expensive. The beaches are right there. Everyone's there to enjoy the summer, and like everyone's vacationing, and it's not completely touristy or anything like that at all.
It's better for that,
Yeah, it's just like laid back and kids riding their bikes around. And
I never think of Cape Cod.
It's really nice. I mean, granted, maybe it is very family oriented, but
but it's
still
fun.
So nice.
So nice to get away for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And Myrtle Beach isn't that far either.
Yeah.
It's still like, I think it's like a 10-hour
but still,
drive.
That'll go quick if you're with a bunch of your friends.
Exactly.
Won't feel like that long.
Yeah. I used to go to Myrtle Beach a lot when I was younger. Yeah, I haven't been in a while, but you could get a pretty good rate down there, and there's so many fun things to do there, and you could go to like Broadway on the beach, and great restaurants down there, which I don't know if a lot of people know, and like just a great nightlife and stuff like that. So
I'll have to go back there. I haven't been there since I was little.
Yeah. And another thing is, backpacking through Europe.
Those are getting more and more popular, I feel like. That's something like a bucket list that you just should experience at least once.
Yes. I feel like it's completely something that like everyone should do, because it's such a cultural experience. Like then you're really leaving your everything behind, and you really can like stay in hostels for.
I know hostels get scary. Some people hear the word
scary,
hostel,
but it's such an experience.
It's not as bad. It's not like the movies.
Yeah, it's such an experience though. And think of just having your backpack on, whether you're with a friend or not, and just being like, okay, I think I'm here, like, and you have no idea what's in store. And I feel like it's just such a good way to experience
I think
things.
Going to Europe is just a great experience in itself. And you can really get around for really cheap. If you get the flight just to one place, you can take the train or anywhere.
And it's not that expensive.
No, it's really not.
You could even take whatever. You can even take the what's it called? Like the upper class train part of it. It's even not even as expensive as like here for some reason. Because when I was in not upper class, I don't want to say that. First class, thank you.
First class, there we go.
Oh my God, hello, Monday. But like, we took the train and even had like some bigger seats. It's so much more comfortable if you're taking like a 5-hour ride, and it really wasn't that much more expensive. So I don't know why everyone just doesn't do that and they just make the whole train that way. I don't know, but it's really easy to get on the train, off the train, and it's not so, you wonder, like, am I going to find my way? But you do.
You figure it out.
You figure it out.
They know it's a lot of tourists around. There's people there to help you.
Yeah.
Left, right, straight, wherever you have to go.
Yep, just use your hands. You'll figure it out. Like, but pack light, right? If you're going to be like... Pack light,
which is hard for most girls our age. We want our heels, our makeup, our shoes. No, can't do that.
Plan on just the actual idea of packing.
The shoes on your feet are the shoes that you're going to wear. Maybe throw a little flip-flop in there.
Yeah, exactly. I met someone who was telling me about her experience. I just came back from my first time in Europe, but I've never backpacked through Europe. But I was talking to this girl, and she was like, yeah, when we got there, we packed a backpack, but we still ended up sending so many things home because you need room in your backpack for the things you get when you're there.
Which is true. You don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah, and she's like, you have to wash your clothes fairly often, and you wear the same thing, and it's kind of awkward, obviously. Like, it's a little weird that every picture, like, or everything you do, you're in the same...
one day.
Yeah, you're in the same thing, but it's the way to do
experience.
It. You don't lose... You can't be lugging around a big bag. It's not going to work. But it's really, I think, a good idea. And I was looking up just, like, cost-wise, it is a little more expensive to do, like, France and... that's a little
France
more...
France is very expensive, very pricey. The dollar doesn't exchange well for us.
Yeah.
So we lose out when we go there.
Yeah, to stay there, like in hostels, seems to be the most expensive. Maybe like a $150 a night, which is a lot, of. Like, you could still stay in a hotel then for 150 euros, I think. But Spain, London, that's more like a medium...
like
moderate area where it was like 75 a night, and I think there are cheaper. There even are cheaper ones though, And then like the Netherlands area said only $25 a night, so you could explore the Netherlands, like buy your plane ticket, explore the Netherlands.
I know, like Portugal was like $10 a night, like ridiculous prices.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You have to look out, like you have to find where you have to go, like, to find those like little nooks and crannies or whatever.
Through some research, you could really find, I'm sure you don't have to spend $75 a night, I'm sure.
You can even use, they have like student travel agencies that if you are a student, they will find you the best and cheapest prices, which are really good. They're really convenient. Yeah. My friends have used them a few times. Yeah. They used Student City and Student Universe.
Oh, cool.
I think there's one more like Student or STA Travel. They're really, really convenient for like young people like us who don't want to go through a regular travel agency, so they kind of work with us to get those prices down there.
So it's, it's just a great option. Also, something I was looking into, and my cousin actually did this. It's a little different, but she looked, there's websites. For example, there's wwoof.net, which is volunteering to like help on a farm, which is ridiculous almost, but I think, to me, it sounds fun. You take care of either whether you could look up like thousands of different homes that these people live in.
So you stay in their home?
Pick a family that looks right for you. Yeah, you stay in their home. You take care of whether they're more of like, farming as far as the land and like plants and the fields. Yeah. And then there's also working with animals, horses, pigs, things like that.
That I would enjoy.
Which I feel like on a beautiful sunny summer day, I mean,
just to get the experience of living a different life.
Yeah, so cool. So, and you do that, by day until your job is done, and then you
explore the nightlife.
You eat dinner there. You eat with, or you don't have to, but when you live with them, you eat with them as if you're part of their family, and then at night and on the weekends you could explore the area and get the travel experience you were looking for.
So that's a good cultural, shock right there.
So cool. And there's other volunteer programs that aren't just like farming, like I said. But UnitedPlanet.org is also a great place if you want to find something to do. And they give you the option of like weekly prices, 3 weeks. Like they give you little time sectors that you could pick. You could even do up to a year. You could do 6 months, 12 months. So that's cool. Yeah, you get a better idea of who offers that kind of thing, and it's really cool. So I feel like
there's a lot of options to travel. Summer's coming, you get some more free time. If you're a student, maybe you don't have classes.
Yeah, exactly. And when else are you going to do it?
Exactly. And the 20s are your time to explore.
20-somethings are time to explore. And so these are our budget-friendly, fairly budget-friendly, or budget-friendly ideas. But I think we, really picked a few good ones.
There's a lot of opportunities out there. You just got to look. You just got to research. Don't just find the first one and be like, that's what I'm doing. No. you can always find cheaper, better.
You can. You really can.
Options are endless.
Yep. So true. So I guess that's it, right? Yeah.
I think that wraps up today.
All right, that wraps it up. Thanks for joining us today on 20-something. Thanks, Desiree, for helping us again.
And Veronica will be back next time.
Yeah,
for sure.
we miss Veronica. But all right, thank you, everyone. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Take care.